Hello everyone and welcome back to Pathologic. We just followed one of those Odong guys or little worm people over here to the fuck is that? What the hell is that sound? Hold on, what the hell? Well, anyways, we followed one of those little worm guys over to Olgimski's son, Vlad Olgimski's son. This is him. Let's talk to him. Oh, what, me? Alright, let's see what's up with this guy. Alright, Vlad the Younger. Laura Ravel's take on him. Why does nobody notice how hard-working he is? He works all the time. Everything he does for the family, even if his father won't admit it. Yes, he chose to study the kin instead of the intricacies of economy, and he already knows it way better than his father. He'll grow to be a better manager and a better ruler that would make do without a whip, violence, abuse, victims, and riots. And Vlad Olgimski's take, a high stepper. Instead of settling down and helping me manage the industry, he'd rather dabble in the local fairy tales. This loafer's most refined skill is wasting my money. He's rather quick-witted when it comes to business, I'll grant him that. All the more shame on him for casting everything on his father, and to think he took after me. Okay. So that's what we get on him. So, yeah, my cold has progressed into a sinus infection. So, yeah. I'll try to do the best I can with commentary, but I still wanted to do a video regardless. I wanted to do something. So, anyways, you found me here? Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? I've come for some sightseeing. There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, and then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox, and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. What's the solution to the puzzle? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Your children play peculiar games. Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Olgimski, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Daniil Dankovsky. Nice to meet you.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Who's Claire? I don't know who that is yet. Bachelor, I have news for you that should prove to be of interest. You seem to be looking for the killer, right? I'm listening. I'll have to briefly explain a few things to you. Have you already been told what the termitary is? I would like to hear you describe it. The termitary is a huge bunkhouse where the Bull Project workers live, although living is the wrong term for it. They nest. They're nesting as a commune with a rather simple way of life. It could, without reservation, be called savage. What is the Bull Project? It is the whole industrial system of the town, from the abattoir to the goods station. Would you care to listen as to why I wanted to see you in the first place? Very much so. Please go ahead. Let's get to the point then. A case of pointless, aimless unrest has occurred in that hive mind's nest. The workers there are prone to lashing out from time to time like beasts frightened by a storm. They rage, they howl, they gnaw at one another, an unsightly image of a mass uprising. And what does this have to do with Simon's murder? Riots occurred in the termitary several times before. The mob goes crazy for a few days. Then they calm down just as unexpectedly, all of them at once. The sudden calm is just as void of reason as the unrest that had set them agog previously. Having a certain experience with the kin, we simply block the entrance to this zoo off until the riot defeats itself. What is this kin? The kin is, well, doesn't matter. It's hard to explain. Their whole so-called society, the many-headed biology. Very well, let's get back to the subject. We usually lock them up beforehand. The evidence of an upcoming outbreak of mass lunacy becomes obvious in advance, and the termitary's Father Superior informs us of it. But Father Taichik has recently passed. A curious coincidence, don't you think? Mass anarchy. Anyway, a member of the kin managed to run off into the town while we were busy taking measures. You think he is the killer? I think you and I can help each other, Doctor. You are looking for the killer, and I'm sure it is a runaway butcher. The title of a half-man suits him very nicely. The Canes claim that Simon had not been killed by a human hand, don't they? And our family doesn't need unnecessary unrest in the town. This butcher can babble devil knows what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas. So you'd rather he kept mum about what is happening inside. You are correct. They barely know how to speak, but that only makes it worse. Half men, half beasts. If they start preaching, you feel as though you've encountered a doomsayer. I need this butcher to disappear. Hand him over to the Canes or simply kill him if the beast attacks you. The reward will be hefty. Very well, I'll look into this. Where can I find him? He is most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl. Yes, my father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition. And... God. Freaking crash. Are you kidding me? Damn it. Alright, we're back to where we were previously. Okay. Freaking game crash. That is so annoying. At least the footage is fine. So anyways, he is most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl. Yes, my father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition, and quick-tempered to boot. If he finds out the crude sprawl is concealing a fugitive, he will make a mess. Pointless brutality serves no one. I'm looking for peace rather than blood, I'm telling you. Okay. I'll do my best to make sure you're right. Show me the house. Okay, so it's over here in Aspides Hospice. Alright, I think our best option is to head over there first. And then we're gonna head over here to the Willows. But first...
We promise according to our hopes. We perform according to our fears.
Let's get all this dialogue out of the way. See how it all turns out. I used to keep this place secret, but all these secrets seem so childish now. What do you think about Simon's death? It is known that Simon had limited his social activity just before his departure. He only received 2 visitors. I know nothing of the first, but the second was none other than Isidore Barak. The fact that he was killed the same night makes you think, doesn't it? The killer took out a witness, or an accomplice. Isidore was a complicated man. Have I told you about his position in the kin? He used to be a very well-respected person there, and I can't say everyone liked it. Why would a doctor kill someone? Isidore wasn't a doctor. He was more of a herbalist. He never studied medicine. All his recipes were about plants and roots, so to speak. He was knowledgeable, true. A sorcerer, if you will, but a very different one from Simon, an earthen sorcerer. I've never heard that Simon used to be a sorcerer before. Simon was a theurgist. Isidore was a witch doctor. And you think Isidore the witch doctor has managed to achieve the unachievable, a possible theory but rather questionable.
Katerina thinks Clara is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Alright, let's keep talking to him. Vlad, now tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please. Yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. Right, I am going to ask you one more question now. Your answer will determine whether you and I become friends or enemies. Well then, I'd rather be your friend. Go ahead. What did you talk about? Tell me the truth, please. Isidore said... Note that I'm merely retelling it secondhand. He said that there's an epidemic in the steppe camps, an outbreak of tarbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the termitary up to prevent the infection from getting in. Do you think Isidore had already been infected when he spoke with you? He was wrapped in a cloth and smelled of alcohol. He said these were preventative measures, but I still think he could have done all that just to convince me, after failing to convince my father. It was idiotic of me to fall for it. So he could have already been infected when he visited Simon. We need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. He is about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Canes passes. But where is he? I have no idea. Where is he staying? I don't know. There was a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the termitary or at Lara Ravel's shelter. But he's not there. I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? I'd wait for him at the Canes. It's simple. Perhaps, but I'm still gonna go look for him. Okay, so hear me out here. So Isidore finds out that there is some kind of disease, like that there is a bad disease in the abattoir or the termitary or whatever, and it's starting to break out, and that's the reason all these riots and stuff are occurring. Well, Isidore goes to tell all of the heads of each family, and I think he went to Simon first and foremost. And what I think is that Simon might have already been infected, like, way beforehand. And I think Isidore killed Simon to stop the infection from spreading, and then he went back to his home and killed himself or something like that. And I don't see why, like, I don't know. We'll figure out what's going on. But anyways, we need to get over. Okay, we need to find Reuben. Like, that's very important. Waiting for him might not actually be a good idea. Best course of action. How much time do we have left in the day is my question. Alright, so we're at 10:38. So we're not even at noon yet, so we got quite a bit of day left. Alright, what I'm gonna do is on the way over to Aspides Hospice, I'm gonna drop by Reuben's prosectorium. Then and then I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna go over to the Willows, and then we'll figure out what we gotta do from there. And it might be a good idea to make some eventually make the rounds, to all the other characters and see what's up with them, see what's up with Victor and Georgie and Maria, see if anything's changed at all. But first we're going to go ahead and do that. Why would the heads of the town want to keep information about some bad disease from going out? Like, to keep from causing a panic, I guess? But still, what the fuck, man? They're risking the entire town. But yeah, so Isidore did go to tell each of the heads of the families that that the plague was probably spreading. We'll figure out what's happening for sure. I imagine we're getting closer to encountering our unvanquishable foe. Yes, I am a great hero, one who searches through garbage. Some valuable stuff in this garbage, though. Namely, empty bottles, so I can fill them up with water. Alright, so, yeah, those should be the warehouses over there. Let's see if Ruben is in there. It might be a better idea if we can to find him sooner rather than later. What were the other two places that that he said Ruben hung out? Let's talk to this guy. So here we are, once again. No one's asking us. Got a smoke? If I had a smoke, I would give you one, brother. Let's see. You can get this guy to repair stuff. Who are you? Tell me about yourself. Me? Well, I'm a factory worker. The owner treats us like dirt, though. Well, I got me my own house. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in that husk with the rest of them. No going out, not even to buy bread. You just sit there gnawing at what you stockpiled beforehand. They're completely off their rocker. What are you talking about? The termitary, and why? For what sins? Did we not handle the workload well enough? That might be so, but still, what are we to do now? Nah, home is best. Feels nice to have one. I can appreciate that. Moreover, living as a commune is warmer, yeah. Mutual support, team spirit, all that. But when you've got one bite in 1,000 mouths, one gulp in 1,000 throats, support becomes irrelevant. They're starving and therefore getting weak. You don't seem to be starving here. We don't seem to be? How about you take off your big city goggles, eh? Just take a peek inside the termitary. You'll turn your nose up at it in a split second. That's where they seem to be starving, all right. The train is 2 weeks off schedule. Yeah, it works fine for them Providence squirrels. The rest are on their hunkers. So stocking up was the right choice. Good for them squirrels. Alright. Hopefully Ruben's here. I hope he doesn't touch that body. I really fucking hope not. Has Georgie already been in contact with it? I hope not. Because I need to keep Georgie alive. Georgie, Victor. These two I think might be in the most immediate danger. Because that's... well, and Maria. Okay. So it doesn't look like he's here. You have anything in your drawers? Alright, so we can look in the microscope. I'm sure microscopes might come into play later. I really hope they do. That would be fucking cool. That is very strange looking, but very cool. That would be like... well, I don't know. That'd be a cool tattoo for certain people, for certain tastes, I think. But anyways, all right. So Ruben's not here. All right. We're not gonna worry too much about it for now. For right now, we're gonna head over to the hospice, Aspides Hospice, and we're gonna see what's up with the alleged murderer that is over there. Well, I mean, I think he is actually a murderer. But he's not the murderer in this particular case, the one that I am trying to solve. very ominous place. Alright, am I, okay, yeah, just need to keep following the train tracks. Wonder what that big building is over there. There's all kinds of weird stuff in this place. There's someone walking over there. That's creepy looking, a person walking in the distance. And then there's like a place where you could build a bonfire over there. And then whatever that, what is that? What is that over there? I want to look at it real quick. I think this is a place for bodies. I don't know, but that looks like a mass grave kind of site to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I imagine later in the game, that's what's going to be going on. Okay, so I'm actually close to the hospice. Yeah, it's right here. This gray building right here. Seems like a lot of the important buildings tend to be gray. But I may be wrong. Alright, let's go on in here. Oh, and let's, how did I look up my tasks? In here. Did anything change? Yeah, I think it did. In pursuit of a killer. Oh wait, that's today's quest. The mission. Okay, so today's quest. That's the only thing that's different. I want to read this just, you know, for my sake, just because like I like to to squeeze everything I can out of a game. I like to read everything. In pursuit of a killer, to find out who killed the immortal Simon Kane. The dead man's own family may not want it more than I do. I have an abiding desire to punish the murderer, to eradicate them, no matter if they were acting on their own account or at the behest of the powers that be. Whoever they were, they picked the moment far too well. My gentle associate, my selfless advisor, Isidore Barak, was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Barak's guidance, I never would have come to this backwoods domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. Isidore Barak was murdered. The local authorities have sealed off his house. Alexander Saburov, the head of the Saburov family, has taken control of all proceedings regarding law and order in the town. The Saburovs are one of the three families that govern the town, and Alexander was the person to take immediate measures after the discovery of Isidore's body. Was Isidore murdered? Okay, so Isidore saw Simon at midnight. I'll think on it later. I'll go over my findings. It's like actual detective work. It's cool. I like it. If this Yulia Lyarcheva is genuinely capable of rational thought, then she is more astute than the majority of her contemporaries in this town. There are those who would believe that if I am unable to pinpoint the murderer by nightfall, then I am destined to become the next victim. If my encounter with death is so inevitable, then I should prepare myself for it. As ludicrous as it may be, the thought sends a chill down my spine. I am following in Isidore's wake, certain that the trail of his footsteps will lead me to the crucible. There is little doubt in my mind that Isidore was well acquainted with each and every family in power, but it was Olgimsky that held Isidore's leash, a relationship rooted in unbreakable familial loyalty. It is with the Olgimskys... I lost my place. It is with the Olgimskys that I must make my next destination. A cunning lot, aren't they? The older Olgimsky does his best to avoid any mention of his household. When I asked him what his son was doing, the honorable stockbreeder momentarily lost his temper. I think that the son knows just as much as the father, and it will be easier to get him talking. But where can I find him? The investigation of the double murder has introduced a few additional considerations. It is highly possible that Simon died to some unfamiliar disease. Stock Reuben, the town medic, should be warned at once. If he touches the body, he may contract whatever disease still remains there. Yeah, so we need to warn him as soon as we can whenever we find him. I don't know where he could be. I hope he's not already fucking at where the body is. It might be safe just to check on, just to go back to the, yeah, like I said, I'll check on in that one, the Willows place. I'll check on that place first, and then I'll head over to the Crucible, where Georgie is, and see if Reuben's been over there. Alright, other tasks. Version, the cold-blooded, the blood-covered fugitive. Could it be that the killer is hiding in the Willows, where the singer Anna Angel resides? After all, someone covered head to toe in fresh blood was recently offered shelter there. Version, the beast-like fugitive. The younger Olginsky exhibits a genuinely traditional kind of filial piety, or is he pursuing some projects of his own? One way or another, he's determined to get rid of the beast-like troublemaker. I wonder what the creature whose death has no legal consequences looks like. Well, anyways.
Yes.
Do you know where to find clean water around here? Fresh water must be plentiful in this place. There's a river close by. All that water comes from the steppe, and it isn't exactly clean. Yesterday I inspected all the springs in the area. There seems to be no more clean water around. That salty taste is everywhere. It's reddish in color, and there are disgusting clots in it. Where can I find clean water, then? The townsfolk store clean water in homemade reservoirs. This modest supply should be enough to help us to last a little while, but afterwards we'll have to drink that bloody mixture. How disgusting.
Why is the termitary so loud? What are they celebrating?
What do you want, I wonder? There's a runaway hiding here. Take me to him. Why would I? He's in danger. I'm here to help. He's a butcher. He won't talk to you. You wouldn't understand him. He's been here for more than a day, but even I can't get him to talk. It is I who'd rather tell you something. What do you want to tell me? Big Vlad has plugged the termitary up for a reason. Because that's where the disease is, I bet. The butcher's, well, that's pretty much what we gleaned, I believe. The butcher's mumbling is all over the place, but if you listen carefully, you'll make out tales of such horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once there. Many have died. Something's brewing inside. And you lead the runaway out of town. Really? Why? Here he's entertaining me, and it's dangerous to go out into the steppe anyway. What if his pursuers rip me apart in the street? What if they think I'm a Shabnakadir? What can you offer me in return for the service? Would it even be wise to let him out? If he's infected with some kind of disease, would I be dooming the rest of the world? I don't know. It's either that or kill him. What do you want? I'll ask a small favor from you in 4 days. Don't worry. You won't have to cut your arm off. Will you do it? I will. Fine, I'll take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent. But now you must leave. Don't try watching the door. You won't see anything anyway. And tell the Olgimskys' thick-headed bloodhounds that they have no business here. I harbor no killers. Deal.
There's a hole under my heart.
What else does she have to say? Oh. What are people's takes on this woman? Aspity. Katerina's take on her. However odd, Aspity is a good person. She talks about death all the time. She asked me once why there is no Sabarova tomb at the Stoneyard Cape, and when it was about to appear, and she looked so innocent. She respects me as a mistress, and that is something I cannot simply brush aside, especially since my followers abandon and betray me with each passing day. Where did I put my phone? Lost my only instrument capable of keeping track of the time. Anyways, Sticky's take. Such a mysterious creature. No one knows how she came to be in the town. Unlike others, she's not in danger because she's immortal like Simon. They also say that after Simon had cast off all that was evil in his heart, the steppe provided bones for her body, and that's how Aspity was born. What? She's immortal like Simon, huh? Sure about that? Was there anyone around that would want to see Simon killed? Heh, no one's seen the Shabnak yet, but everyone knows what he wants already. Do you know that a man-eater's victim feels the encroaching death? They know in advance they're next on his list, and so they walk about restlessly, waiting and waiting and waiting, and then the wait is over. That's how you can tell who's being hunted. Why are you calling her a he? I don't believe the man-eater is a woman. Anything is possible, of course, but I think it's sexless. You seem to be well informed.
To tame his
Alright, and that's it. Oh man, I wish I should have listened to what she was saying there. Because they do kind of like drop little bitty hints, I think. Okay. So there was another path that you could take back there. And the guy was down here in the basement. But now that she's agreed to take him away, he's not there. And now we're going to head over to the Willows. The Willows serves as the residence for a singer called Anna. Her last name, Angel, has a curious ring to it. Yulia believes that the suspected murderer may be hiding here. Alright, so let's head over there. Even though we kind of know already that, well, we don't exactly know that Simon died from a disease, but it seems highly likely because we haven't seen Simon's body yet, and the only one who's saying that Simon's been murdered is the Kane family, or Georgie specifically, I guess, and nobody's seen his body yet. So how can we know for sure that he was murdered, or even mangled for that matter, like he said he was? And how do we know that evidence won't be altered or anything like that? And what would they gain from that? So there's a lot of questions popping up in my mind, and there's also a lot of screen tearing right now that I am experiencing, and it is not very nice. Hello, strange lady. My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearests doing? Is everything alright? Oh, women's share is hard. You got a curious town here. I never expected to see something like this in such a remote place. Everyone's tired of the endless construction work. We want some quiet. I don't know if I've already talked to a woman like this, because the NPCs that look a certain way, like it's like they're one person but they're all over the place. Anyways, is there a lot of construction going on? Not a lot, but I cannot shrug away the feeling that the world is changing all too quickly. The rulers invite architects from the capital and they turn everything upside down. It's fun for the children, but a torment to us. You have a very tidy little town. I haven't seen something like this for a long time. I'm just being polite. Why are women being attacked? I seem to remember that when Victoria died, everybody rushed to look for an undead Kohler. Why would they immediately rush looking for an undead something? Victoria was a mistress. Somehow it seemed that an ordinary creature couldn't hurt her. Her death was unexpected. She was very young, and so well loved by the people, so the rumors started immediately that a Bayun man-eater has taken her soul. So what, did they try to seize every fifth man too? No, no one was seized, but there was an anxiety. There was no doubt that an evil was walking among us. You can always feel it. It changes the density of the world. Your instincts just tell you that it's true. This is all old steppe wisdom, and you can't avoid it. You really can't. The steppe is wiser than we are. Superstitions like this have thrown sand in the wheels of countless scientific discoveries. Anyways. So, what was I about to say? Don't you hate that when that happens, when you're gonna say something and you think it, well, at least you think it might be important, and then you just totally forget what you were gonna say? Wait, what is this place? I wanna go down here. What's wrong with me then? Place looks interesting. Damn, I can't go down into the interesting place? That's cruel. Maybe it'll open up later. Can I go in the front? What time is it? 12:14. Getting later in the day. About half the day is gone. I probably don't have time to waste. But that's why I'm quick saving a lot. Actually, yeah. Quick save right now. Just to be safe. Can I go in here? No, not at all. That was a complete waste of time. Oh, I found some kind of necklace though. Every once in a while, little things will pop up in the top left of the screen, and I think that's like stuff that he's finding on the street. So like, I don't know why this doctor just picks up random things that he finds on the street, but hey. Whatever you want to do, man. But hey, he found like 10 nickels, so that's cool. 10 schmeckles. That's what I'm gonna start calling them. Schmeckles. Nope. Nothing in that trash can. Don't mind me, everybody. Just dumpster diving. Back to your business. Hey, Fonzie, how you doing? Get over here. Well, hello. Well, I was gonna say, like, from far away, like, you were looking okay. I was gonna say that outfit looks really cute, but you know, the video game graphics. I'm sure your face would be a lot prettier if the graphics were better. If it was 2005, I would have definitely thought that you were a beautiful woman. Hey, like, don't get mad at me. I respect women around here. But anyways, ooh, what's in here? Absolutely nothing. Well, that's great. What was this woman's name again? What was her? Anna Angel. That's right. Let's talk to you.
Whose child was crying there?
I have no idea. Anna Angel. Alright. Peter Stamatten's take on her. The poor thing has lost her voice. I sympathize with her because she keeps her chin up, and I hate whiners. I'm thoroughly convinced that she's paying the price for someone else's sin. A haunting visitor eager to rip out her soul is coming after her any day now. At least that's what she thinks. A lesser person wouldn't have managed to endure such torture. Oh, by the way, this playthrough is blind from now on. I have no idea what is going to happen in the future. So, yeah, everything from here on out is blind. I've never talked to Anna Angel before, so... So let's get on with this. This is an exciting time for me. And both of us, I'm sure. I hope. But anyways, Yulia Lyarcheva's take. Anna affects to be suffering, but her hypocrisy is all too easy to see through. Anna affects to be suffering, but her hypocrisy... Am I misreading this or something? I don't know. I'll just read it that way. Anna affects to be suffering, but her hypocrisy is all too easy to see through. If she was genuinely wanted for her involvement with the February riots or that caravan of kidnappers, she would have been found years ago. She is not able to trick her destiny for now, but her luck will run dry soon enough. The Ace of Diamonds caravan has left a ghastly imprint on her, the way it did with everything it was linked to. Yet the nature of the link between the caravan and Anna remains a mystery. Caravan. The Ace of Diamonds caravan. Oh, that is really too much. Who the hell are you? Why have you donned this dreadful outfit? My name is Daniil Dankovsky. What's wrong with my outfit? It's snakeskin. Are you a performer, a circus actor, a tamer? Tell me the truth. Calm down. I'm a scientist, a professor, do you understand? I study death. I thought so. I knew someone like that would pay me a visit here soon. How horrible. What's horrible? Everything. Everything's horrible. You came to... you know, after me, right? I have no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
When you look her in the eye, your mouth just kinda opens up.
Okay. So that man, he's like dead, right? I feel like you're kind of dodging the question here. Oh, she's probably talking about, you know, the fugitive that she let inside her house. I did forget about that momentarily. Duh. He's dead, yes. It doesn't take a doctor to see that. Oh, I was so scared. He barged in here all bloody. I thought he was sent here, but he didn't try to attack me. Oh, just look at those hideous wounds. It's like he was cut with precision, to mangle the body as much as possible. Who would do something like this? An experienced surgeon, someone who knows anatomy. His sinews are cut. He was mumbling something to that extent. There's this hunt for Simon Kane's murderer going on, right? Well, they mistook this guy for the culprit, even though he was actually a hunter, not a huntee. It was Simon's murderer that's wounded him so horribly, wasn't it? Why do you think the man himself was not the murderer? But he was going after the murderer. They tried to ambush him at the station, in case he tries to catch a ride away from the town. And you know what? Their assumptions were correct. This guy did indeed come face to face with the murderer there. Here's the result. Is that what he told you before passing away? Well, yeah. Why are you surprised? It makes sense for him to try and explain why he barged in anyway. His story was very haphazard, though. Actually, he didn't say much at all. But I think I know what had happened. Too kind. By the way, it was Victor Kane who has sent me here to check on you and your guest. I think one of the chasers that was after the poor sod must have informed him about all this. So what do I tell him? It was really Yulia that kind of sent me over here, wasn't she? She told me about this. This could just be like a way to lie to her and scare her. Whatever, we'll say this. Just don't you call anyone here, okay? Please, I'm begging you. If they find a dead man in my house... that's hard to explain, but I promise I'll do so later, when we have the time. I didn't kill him, I swear, and I couldn't have mutilated him so horrendously. I'm not saying you're guilty at all. Whatever even gave you the idea. Oh, many people would be more than happy to accredit this blood to my hands. They just need an excuse, a chance to grab me by the arm, and then they'll twist it so hard that I'll even confess. Just help me bury him, will you? I can see a spark of kindness in you. Go to the cemetery. Tell the caretaker there's someone less than living in my house. And the caretaker won't go about asking unnecessary questions? She isn't much of a talker. People even used to think she was mute, but she's so kind, a true angel. Some people would gladly die to be taken care of by someone like her. Is she underage or something? Since the old caretaker died, another dark story, huh? Anyway, his daughter is the one who's taking care of the cemetery now. Name's Grace. She'll see to this dead man as though he was still alive and kicking. Figuratively, of course. No, that's not smart, because if the body, if this is important evidence, so I need to go to the Canes with this. I've thought it over, and here's my decision. I'll tell the Canes all about this. Let them evaluate the situation on their own. You are undoubtedly in the right. It's evident. Yeah, there is no need to do that, because I think that, that would just get rid of evidence. Killing people serves no purpose, even if it is requested by someone who belongs to a family in power. Oh, so that's for the Olgimsky quest. Everything in the house is suspicious. There is too much blood on the corpse, and hardly a drop of it belongs to the dead man. The vagrant thespian has an enormous mansion to herself and keeps averting her eyes when addressed directly. Victor Kane must be informed of these findings. I hope that doesn't, like... turn out bad. But yeah, you got a corpse in your house. I didn't really notice the corpse. It kind of blended in with the carpet a little bit. But I'm gonna search through your oh nope, I didn't mean to turn that on. I'm gonna search through your drawers real quick. Hope you don't mind. Nope, I didn't find anything. Well, see you later. Have fun with the dead body. Probably gonna start smelling pretty bad in there. It's time to go to Victor. And then I'll check on the rest of the Canes. So, yeah, let's head on over there. And a quick save. And, where am I headed? I should turn around. Turn around. Go to the left. And head on over there to the Crucible. Hello. An empty bottle is required. I just always go click on those things. Well, not really click. I press E. But anyways, I always press E on those things just to see, like, if I have any empty bottles. Just 'cause. So that Aspity chick said the water was red and clotting. What, like blood? What the fuck? The springs? That's very, very strange. Yep, I need to go all the way to the other end of this little place. Let's check out this place real quick. Let's, like, there's just, not much happens here, but it's a little weird. Yeah, you just hear a baby crying for no reason. And that's all that happens. I don't know why. I don't know why that's important. I've got a lot of stuff that I probably need to sell too. So we better get on that. Alright, so probably ought to talk to some of these kids too, because there's another little thing that I came across whenever I was streaming this game when talking to this kid. We know all about you. That's great. What are you so happy about, girl? We've almost caught the unseen cat. Want to come see her? Where did you find such a cat? It's the famous pale cat. Her eyes are like translucent emeralds. Her fur is gray and her body is completely transparent. So what? Can you see its bowels too? The light passes right through her. It's very pretty, but most importantly, she's invisible in the dark, and rodents can't hear her. That's how light her step is. She belongs to the pale obtuse. To the what obtuse? Ah, it's no use. I know you won't believe me anyways. Just come over and see the cat for yourself when it gets dark. It's by the 12th warehouse. The password is hell froze over. I'll do my best not to forget this intricate phrase. So hell froze over is the password. Let's remember that, shall we? I wonder what else. I wonder if the townsfolk have anything different to say every once in a while. But yeah, they did say don't ignore the townsfolk, so I'm going to keep to that. Oh, there's this kid over here. Hey you, don't you mess with us. We know a thing or two about life. Why the long face? The war's been postponed. If it has come to this, we shall unite and hunt the Turnskin. Do you believe in Turnskins? You graduated from a university and this is your question? You think we're all total nitwits here? Looking for a werewolf? Werewolves only exist in fairy tales, and a real Turnskin would make your own skin crawl. Sounds intriguing. Tell me more. Do you know the Bower Medges? The Book of Steppe Legends? It explains what a Turnskin is. A Turnskin can live by your side for years, and then all of a sudden, bam, it turns. Don't be surprised then that your nearest and dearest are on their way to the cemetery. Well, why? Because that's the Turnskin's nature. It was a man or a woman, then bam, there's a Kagi standing before you. Death emanates from it. You get it now, you big city brainy? More or less. I wonder if there's a place where I could pick up that book. That would be very genuinely nice. I might want to consider buying some food too. What time is it? Okay, it's 1:19. Okay. Alright, fresh meat. I don't know how to cook stuff. Alright. A piece of stale bread. Hard as rock, but with no signs of mold. Unlikely to be dangerous, but rumor has it that it can be. Yeah, I don't know about milk. Milk is always risky. Smoked meat. This meat was cooked a month ago. A month ago? That's kind of a long time. There's an egg. Can I sell this stuff to him? I don't really exactly need food yet. Have these gold rings, have these watches. A bone necklace, a beautiful necklace carved from a bone that does not resemble bullhorn, but rather mammoth or elephant tusk. Smooth and heavy, a prominent example of primitive art. That. Yeah, we'll sell these needles too. And we're good. I'll buy some smoked meat, why not? Probably risky, but did I buy it? Did I buy the meat? No. Okay, one smoked meat. Yes. There we go. I bought it that time. Okay, so we got a revolver, we got our gloves, got these, got some meat and some water. Got an empty bottle and some kerosene. Alright, and it is 1:24 in the afternoon, so let's get moving on. Exhaustion is getting a bit high, and we might actually, yeah, let's go ahead and eat real quick. Alright, and that took our hunger down. Gonna drink a little bit of water. Yep, and our exhaustion went up too. Which, as I said before, is kind of suspicious. I I need to get done with the stuff for the day, and then I will sleep. I wonder what happens when you start getting too tired, though. Wonder if it starts draining your health or something like that. Or like you're just really, really slow. Alright, so here's the crucible. And we're gonna talk to all of the Canes. See what's up. Quick save. What you doing, Maria?
Did you see anything weird on your way here?
Not very much yet. We, the Canes, have always been out of touch with mundane reality, but we are driven by love. Love can be furious, funny, and blind, but there's never a need to make excuses for it, is there? Not sure. Okay, so she has nothing new to say. What about... Alright, we'll talk to Victor last. And, see what Georgie... Actually, yeah, see if we can, warn Georgie about, like, what's going on with the disease and everything, and see where Reuben is.
So the Saburovs have offered patronage to some changeling. Who is she?
No. There is... Okay, so... Nina Cana's tomb. Where's the ice house where they're keeping his body? Well, either way, Reuben's around somewhere. And I actually think that I'm about to run out of time for this episode, so we're gonna get in there. Alright, who is this guy? What in the hell? Never seen him before. Alright, we're gonna... Alright, we'll find out who he is in the next episode. We're gonna save this. Alright, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm Volwolf, and I hope everybody has an awesome day. See you later.